back again. It's love, it's family, let the fun begin.
We're here to connect, bring joy to your day. Style, soul, and stories in a unique way. From New Orleans roots to the world we inspire. Every click, every view takes us higher and higher. This is your space where you can feel free. A community built with authenticity. So grab your coffee, hit play and unwind. Your seat at the table is one of a kind.
Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we've got so much love waiting for you and more. MOCA's NOLA bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. MOCA's NOLA bells, it's the vibe for you.
If you're new, pull up, make yourself at home. This is where we vibe, where the bells have grown. And if you're returning, thanks for coming through. We wouldn't be here without queens like you. We're serving you content that uplifts and inspires. From beauty and life hacks to chasing desires. This is more than a channel, it's where magic begins. Together we rise, together we win.
Like, comment, subscribe, it's your time to shine. Be part of the family, one of a kind. Whether it's your first time or you've been here before, we've got so much love waiting for you and more. MOCA's NOLA bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. MOCA's NOLA bells, it's the vibe for you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Every little click shows how much you care. We're building this space, making something divine. Welcome to the bells, you're already in line. So if you're new, welcome, glad you stopped by. And to the OG fam, you're the reason we fly. Hit that button, subscribe, and come back again. It's MOCA's NOLA bells, where the magic begins. The vibe where the bells take the stage. New Orleans flavor with a modern day wave. It's real, it's raw, it's the place to be. Let the good times roll, come vibe with me.
We're serving style stories and soulful grace. Every video's a journey, every bell's in a place. From the heart of the city with a whole lot of pride. This is where queens gather, so come take the ride. And from the bayou skies to the jazzy streets, this is where the culture and connection meet. It's a world of love built with passion and dreams. Your family now, part of the team. MOCA's NOLA bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Oh, MOCA's NOLA bells, it's the vibe for you. Beauty tips to life's sweet glow. We're lifting up each other, letting confidence show. It's all about connection, it's all about you. Bringing NOLA love in everything we do. Pour your heart into the dream you see. This is where you shine, this is where you're free. We're building something bigger where every bell excels. And it all begins here at NOLA bells. MOCA's NOLA bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride and stay for a while. Oh, MOCA's NOLA bells, it's the vibe for you. Pour your heart into the dream you is where you shine, this is where you're free. We're building something bigger where every bell excels, and it all begins here at NOLA Bells. MOCA's NOLA Bells, where the queens unite. Serving Southern charm with a touch of that spice. We're about that love, we're about that style. Come along for the ride, stay for a while. Oh, MOCA's NOLA Bells, it's a vibe for you. Grab your seat, let the magic flow. We're writing new stories, letting every bell grow. Welcome to the fam where the magic dwells. It's your time to shine at MOCA's NOLA Bells.
Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I see all of you beautiful people up in here. And it's such a beautiful crowd. Looking at you all from the angle that I see y'all. Hope everyone had a lovely day. The weather is beautiful. And you know, guys, we're back on this gravy train again. We're doing what we do. We're doing what we do. And it's a beautiful thing to see you all, you know, extend love to one another the way that you are in here. I love seeing that. That I love. I'm going to give a special shout out to my moderators. Again, I will always say they're the best mods on this side of YouTube. I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. Shout out to my supporters. You guys are awesome. You are amazing. Without you, there would be no MOCA. And for that, I thank you. I love that you guys engage in conversation within the chat. I love that you guys engage with me. I just bring the information, you guys tell the story. You know, I love that. Shout out to my replay gang, because they make it do what it do for sure. And what I love more about this chat, and I say it every single day, there's love here. There's love here. There's respect here. We're all opinionated. Everybody has an opinion. And everybody's opinion is respected. We may not all agree, but we love and respect one another enough to agree to disagree. And for that, I thank you all. I thank you all. So I'm going to do what I do. Before I get started in my commentary, y'all know I speak to everybody individually because this is exactly what I do. And looking at the thumbnail, I hope you guys went to that community wall at some point today. Some of you may have already knew the story. Some of you may have not. But we have something to talk about. Hey, Mariah. Mariah says, Mariah was the first one up in this thing. Mariah says, hello, MOCA mods in chat. It's just sad how people don't protect their own kids from predators. Mariah, I've never seen nothing like it. I've never seen anything like it, Mariah. Never. Hey, Christian, welcome, baby. Dr. J, hey. Dr. J says, MOCA, I'm here for it. And I know you are. I know you are. We're going to talk about it, Dr. J. Christian said, MOCA, hope you're feeling better. I am, girl. Thank you. She says, great to have the NOLA Bells together. Yes, it's a beautiful feeling to see you all here. It really is. Deidre, my girl. Hey, sis. Sister living life in Florida. Hey, boo. Hey, Paula. Happy Tuesday, sister. Sunday Mac. Hey, baby. Miss B. Hey, beautiful. Hope all is well with you. Becca. Hey, baby. Welcome. Terrific. Hey, boo. Sister Nene, hey boo. Latanya, welcome to the chat, baby. Hey Gina. Debbie, hey. Hello, Kenya. Welcome, boo. Tammy, hey, beautiful. And Tammy, thank you for the cash app, my love. Thank you so much. Janet, hey, girl. Sister Fifi, hey, sis. Hey, Dale, how are you? Sandra, Doctor, good evening, Mocha Moms and Chat. Hey, baby. Happy Tuesday to you. Sabrina, hey, girl. Hi, Tracy. Welcome, babe. Hey, Novi. Welcome, boo. Happy Tuesday to you. Patricia. Hi, beautiful. Look at my girl, Red. Hey, boo. Hey, Tanya. How are you, my love? Honey, gangsta. Hey, boo. Sunday Mac always toast the host. Always toasting the host. Thank you, my love. Sister Rock, she come in here dancing. Rock said it sounds good bumping in a car. Let's see. Ocean Waves, hey baby. Hey Ann, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Look at my girl Drea. Hey boo. Drea on time tonight. Drea said she ain't playing with y'all. We was going out and Drea was coming in last night. Hey Jazzy, welcome, sis. Hey Melinda, welcome, boo. Hey Twitch and welcome, boo. Welcome. Hey Meek. Hey Lori, how are you, boo? Janet says the only way molestation and rapes can continue within a family is if they protect one another and probably threaten the kids to not tell anyone outside of the house. Janet, girl, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, mama. Hey, Rain, how are you, my love? Rain says, hello, everyone. I've been working, but I've been catching the replays and dying laughing. Miss Mocha, you are the one. Congratulations on your 3K. Thank you, Rain. Rain, you know, we was actually wondering where you were because we hadn't seen Rain hit the door. But you're doing what you got to do. Hey, Jordan, welcome, boo. Clutching my herringbone. Hey, baby. Hey, Desperate Sacrifices. Welcome, baby. Jennifer, hey, boo. Look, Nene acting up already. I'm going to try my best to be on my best behavior. Bracelet Business. Beautiful name. Hi, baby. Welcome to the chat. Hey, P.S. Lovely. P.S. Lovely says, hi, Mocha Mods in chat. I'm in the back or on replay. Salute to you. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. I'm happy we're open-minded. God bless everyone in Jesus' name. P.S. Lovely, yes. Yes. Novi, thank you, baby. Thank you for becoming a Nola Bell. Welcome to the family, sweetheart. Hey, Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar says, hello, Mocha mods in chat. Driving and listening. Be careful, sweetheart. We will be here when you get back. Hey, daughter. Daughter says, I hope you had a great day. I love this channel. Thank you, daughter. Daughter, we love you being here, says. We love you being here. Believe that. Quilla, hey, boo. Her Aries, hey, my love. Her Aries says, hi, Mocha. This is getting absolutely ridiculous and is. And is. Janet says families will protect the adults from going to jail before they protect their children. Janet, we have some stuff to talk about, girl. Ray of fucking sunshine. Hey, beautiful. Akeisha, hey, my girl. Hey, Valerie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Amber. Amber says, Mocha, I'm new to the channel and this is my first live. I was going to nap after work, but popped up and rolled up as soon as I got the notification. Amber, welcome to the chat, my love. Welcome. Hey, Tanya, welcome to the chat, boo. Jordan says, welcome, Amber. It's lit up in here. Thank you, Jordan. I'm hoping I got everybody. Y'all know Mocha don't like to leave nobody out. Hey, Karen. Karen says, please get on the case of Toledo, Ohio murder. 13 years old. Please, please. Karen, I will. I will. Hey, Gloria. Welcome to the chat, my love. Melissa, welcome to the chat, baby. Melissa says, hey, I'm a new subscriber. Thank you for joining the Nola Bells, Melissa. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Lady T. Raven, hey, girl. Raven says, hey, I'm a little behind. They working the fuck out of me. Hey, y'all, I'm going to be in and out, but I'm listening, girl. We understand, Raven. We understand. All right, let's see. Where we at? Patrima, welcome back, baby. Welcome back to the chat. Dr. J says, Mocha, you are the one and the two. Thank you, my girl. All right, guys. Let me make sure I'm all the way down and I ain't missing nobody. Raven says, been so much going on. I got to go do my membership. I don't know how I forgot to renew it. Probably like me, keeping your card on lock, because I will lock that bitch in a hurry. Hey, Nisha. All right. Antoinette, hey, beautiful. Y'all is a mess. Miss Pete, welcome to the chat, my love. Miss Pete says, good evening, Mocha and chat. New subby, and I love it. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Sunday Mac said the most respectful and real platform on on YouTube by far. Wonderful creator, Maz and chat. We rock y'all. Sunday Mac, thank you, baby. Thank you for that. All right, guys. I think we could get going where we got to get going. Nope, not until I speak to my sister Jennifer. Hey, mama. Look at Tammy says, Mocha, Tammy Nelson. I gotta let Tammy up in here. Tammy says, Mocha, you're the best. And I love your show. Thank you for all that you do. Tammy, you're so welcome, my love. Hey, Miss Sean B. Miss Sean B says, hey, Mocha, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, my love. Thank you. My beautiful Queen Spirit. Hey, baby. Look, twitching, laughing, because that bitch stay locked, Twitch. Yo, babe. Yo, babe said, I'm just getting in from the ER with my son. He broke his foot. I need a shower and a bed. Been there since, girl. Yo, babe. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Girl, go get some rest. Put us on replay if you got her. And take care of your son and tell him to prop that foot. So, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I hope you all are comfortable because we in for a ride tonight. I usually try not to come and stay, extra long. But you guys are so amazing. Hey, cool girl sisters, welcome to the chat. You guys are so amazing. Sometimes it's hard to just break free, right? So before I get too indulged in my commentary, let me just say this. For everyone that's in the chat tonight, guys, again, I will say as I always say, hi, Wilma. Y'all know I don't ask for much. I never do. Never do. But the one thing I ask of each of you, even you bush babies, reach over, hit that like button. It's free. It's absolutely free. With you hitting that like button and tapping that little emoji on the side or even sharing me out, that's support to my channel, and I love you all for that. Not only is it support to the channel, but it also shows YouTube that you guys appreciate what MOCA does. And the more you appreciate what MOCA does, the more MOCA will be able to come out here and do what I do. So if you show me just a little bit of love, I will continue blessing you with good commentary each and every time, because I don't miss. I don't miss. So for that, I'm going to say thank you in advance, and I'm going to move right on along. Right on along. Hi, Natalie. Welcome to the chat, my love. Yo, Basie, I just came to let the best chat know I was thinking about you guys. And please enjoy the rest of y'all night. Love you, girl. So, guys, here we go. Right? Here we go. Tammy, mwah. Thank you for becoming a new member, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Cisa Breezy. Hey, mama. Definitely been a minute. So, guys, here we are. Y'all read the title. Y'all read the title. Families protecting predators. Families protecting predators versus saving their daughters. Y'all, that's a hard pill to swallow for me. Hey, Portia, welcome, mama. That's a hard pill to swallow for me. And when I say it's a hard pill to swallow, hey, Shane, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the, and Shane, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shane. Many, many more blessings to you. Many more blessings. One of my moderators, if you can, Shank Rock is a content creator as well. He's covering these same stories that I am. And if one of you can please drop Shank's channel in this chat, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. Hi, Rosemary. Welcome to the chat, my love. All right, guys. So we about to get where we need to be. We about to get right where we need to be. As I said, y'all saw the title. Families protecting predators versus their own children. Thank you so much, Raquel. And for those of you that knows the story that I posted on my community, or those of you that even went to look at it, right? I have a question. What exactly does Tasia Howard and Tasia Harris have in common? What do they have in common? I'll start. Detroit ain't shit. Ain't shit. No, 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 no. These stories are so similar. So similar. Till it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I have never in all my years seen no shit like this. Never. Who? And the sad part with both of these stories, it starts with the elders within that household. Hey, Nikki, welcome, baby. It starts with the elders within the household, right? Who, Lord? Now, as I was doing my commentary or, researching what I needed to research to do what I have to do, shout out to Breakbeat Media for covering this and giving her a platform to tell her story. As Miss Howard was telling her story, I could do nothing but cry. I could do nothing but cry. Welcome, no nonsense. Welcome, baby. As Black people, something has to happen drastically. This cycle has to stop. It has to stop. I don't know what avenues we have to take. I don't know what doors we have to knock on. Y'all, but this got to stop. We're losing our children. Some are able to break free, which is the story of Tasia Howard. Some just don't make it, like Tasia Harris, right? So, hi, Kathy. Welcome, my love. So what I'm going to do tonight, Mimi number 2. Hey, baby. Welcome, Kimberly. Listen. We know the story of Tasia. We know that story so very well. Let's talk about Tasia Howard. Tasia Howard today is 31 years old, guys, in Michigan. Tasia Howard father passed away when she was 8 months old. She and her sister lived with a mother. She and her sister lived with a mother. Mother met a man. The awful and ungodly things that mother allowed that man to do to that child while she participated was humiliating. Nubia and Max, welcome back, baby. But it don't start there. Don't start there. It starts with the mother's parents. As Tasia told her story, Tasia went on to say she remembered as a little girl seeing her mom and her aunt fight over who was going to sleep with the grandpa or to sleep with their daddy. It was their daddy at the time. It was Tasia's grandfather. She saw the mama, her grandmother, and her aunt fighting to see who was going to sleep with Papa. Now, this ain't some filthy shit. Now I wonder what's really going on. What's really going on? So now we know Grandpa, he introduced them into all of this nasty shit. So here goes Tasia's mom in order to keep a man. Tasia remembers at 5 years old, between the age of 5 and 6, her mom worked at a mental institution or some type of rehab place, right? Tasia's mom was stealing drugs from her place of employment so that she could knock Tasia out. You know, like whatever it's called, she put it on a rag and put it over her nose and just knocks the baby out. But it wasn't because she didn't want Tasia in her business, or it wasn't because she didn't want Tasia seeing certain things. Hey, Black, welcome. It wasn't because of that. P.S. Lovey, welcome, baby. It wasn't because of that. 5 years old, she doing this to this baby. Chloroform, that's it, Jordan. Thank you, baby. She's doing this to this baby so her piece of a man could have his way with her 5-year-old daughter. This went on for years. For years. Again, with that mentality, whatever happens in his house stays in his house. As this disgusting behavior continued going on, by the time Tasia made it to middle school, at 12 years old, Tasia's pregnant. Now, Tasia's pregnant at 12 years old. And she's pregnant. She's pregnant for her mom's man. Now, I know we always had the question, You mean to tell me such and such couldn't tell Nazaria was pregnant? You mean to tell me da da da? Hold up. This is what Tasia said. Every morning, from the time it was discovered, because her mom made a pee on a stick when she was feeling a certain type of way, that's when they determined she was pregnant. Tasia says every morning, her mom would get her up before school and tightly wrap her in cellophane to conceal that pregnancy. Hey, Sassy, welcome, baby. Every morning, they wrapped that baby up, wrapped her stomach in cellophane to conceal that pregnancy. Nobody knew. Tasia, same size with Nazaria. Same age as Nazaria. Just as beautiful as Nazaria. Nobody ever detected she was pregnant. Tasia said she started feeling really bad. She said cramps, the headaches, everything was just out of control. Her mom could not take her to the doctor. They couldn't take her to get an abortion because then they were going to be questioned as to who impregnated this child. So they did what, it's something. They performed an in-house delivery. Welcome to the chat, Melissa. Tasia said, welcome, Sherry. She said all she remembered is screaming. She didn't know what to expect. She didn't know what to feel. She didn't know what to think. Tasia said the baby was delivered, a little girl. They delivered this baby. She said for a week or two, her and her mom laid in the same bed with her baby girl. Tasia had a daughter. She said the next thing she knew, the baby was no longer there. No Laurie, no anesthesia, no nothing. Could you imagine the pain that child went through at that age with no nothing? I felt that baby's pain when she told her story. She said one morning the baby was gone. She had no idea where her baby was. No idea. Went on through life. Her family called her crazy. Her family said she had mental problems. They called her a liar. When she started exposing the grandfather, she was telling on her mom's man. Everybody called her a liar. She cried. She said one thing about her, she loved her family. She would never put this type of exposure on her family if it was a lie. Her mental was so messed up from the pain and everything that she's experienced. She was being evaluated for mental problems, even to the point to where she was hospitalized. But her story was still a story. Her story is still her story, and her truth was all she had left to stand on. So while she's going through all of this, then had a baby, don't know where her child is, her mental is all fucked up. Tasia decided I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to graduate school. I'm going to get me a degree. I'm going to get the fuck away from these people. But in the meantime, she still had to face these people until she got the fuck away. Tasia said she remembered a point of going to her grandparents' house. Going to her grandparents' house. Her mom was there. Grandma was there. Her sister was there. Grandpa comes in, unbuckling his clothes. Grandpa wanting to sleep with Tasia's sister. Grandmother's fighting grandfathers and telling him enough is enough. This shit gotta stop. Grandpa wasn't hearing it. He slapped the fuck out of grandma, pushed her, did everything he could to her, threw her to the floor, broke her arm, and some other stuff happened to her. Tasia's mom comes through the door. Her mom is screaming and hollering and telling her daddy, "Don't touch my child, take me." Ain't this some shit? Ain't this some shit? Now you gotta make a offering with your daddy. Daddy, don't touch my daughter. Daddy, don't take my daughter. Daddy, take me. Because daddy been doing that shit. Okay. Tasia graduates from school. Tasia's smart as hell. Every college that Tasia applied to, she got accepted. Tasia said she was moving on a wing and a prayer. She couldn't afford to fly. So Tasia said the little bit of whatever she had, she packed it up in a U-Haul. She drove from Detroit to Texas. Tasia was a student at TSU. Top of her fucking class. Tasia graduated. But while Tasia's at TSU, Tasia contacted a private detective. Tasia took a lie detector test because her family was saying she was crazy. Her family was saying she was mental. Tasia took a lie detector test 3 times. And it was said with one of the top-notch people, because he was on a Dr. Phil show. She passed the test with flying colors. Tasia then hires a private detective, guys. After hiring that private detective, today Tasia's daughter is 18 years old. 18 years old is the age of her daughter. Nobody wanted to believe Tasia's story. And before I get into all what I need to get into, let me tell y'all this. The same nasty, trifling, dirty ass men that Tasia's mom allowed to do all of this shit to her. Tasia's mom is still with this man today. She's still with this man today. So Tasia's daughter, 18 years old, private detective is on the case. It's looking for Tasia's daughter. They found Tasia's daughter in Detroit. Tasia's daughter living. Check this out. Now I want to know if y'all mind is going to go where mine went as she told her story. When they found Tasia's daughter, definitely she's part of a federal ring. Tasia's daughter living with 2 pedos, both males. Today, one of them just recently went to prison. Now, when it was exposed that one of the pedals had recently went to prison, my question is this. Since one of the pedals just recently went to prison, could it be Jarvis Butts? Could it be Jarvis Butts? Ah, the fuck going on in Detroit? Then it went on to say, the cult, it's a cult. It's a pedal ring. They're protected. They're protected, y'all. It's a church. It's a church out there in Detroit that's harvesting all these goddamn pedals. It's a church. Hey, Bertha, welcome, sis. It's a church in Detroit that's harvesting these pedals. That's right. It's either Jarvis or King harvesting these goddamn pedals. So Tasia said when she got that news from that detective, Tasia said, fuck what you heard. I'm ready to get on the plane and go get my child. Detective stopped her in her track. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, we're not going to do this. That's not how you do it. We have to follow proper procedures. And I believe when they get Tasia's daughter, help me, Holy Ghost, help me, Holy Ghost. I believe, y'all. I believe. When they put their hands on Tasia's daughter, I believe they go find Naziah in there. I believe Naziah is going to be in there. Naziah is not going. They said that call is so protected. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. And the thing is, nobody can get in there. Nobody can get within the church. Outsiders aren't welcome. So something is telling me something is definitely telling me Annette has visited this church. And when all this shit came out on Naziah, they threw Annette ass out of the church because they didn't want the heat on them. Now, MOCA, you might be wrong, MOCA. I don't give a damn who say I'm wrong. MOCA believes she's right. They kicked Annette out of the church. They didn't want people digging within their compound. They didn't want people on their property. Hmm. Phew. Is that why Shannon has been so tight-lipped? Is that why Annette has been so tight-lipped? Because if they give up the church, if they give up the pedal ring at the church, they may not live to tell the story. And all I believe, y'all, it was nobody but the grace of God that took me to this story. Because once I heard the story, now I gotta put all my little ducks in a row, right? Something is making me believe. Hey, Nancy, welcome, baby. Something is making me believe Naziah is behind those walls at that church. Do y'all remember Annette, no tear Annette, said in that press conference, y'all took her, but y'all don't really know what's going on. Y'all speculating. Y'all took her on something that y'all didn't know nothing about. Just bring her home. That's what Annette said. So when Annette said that, who was she talking to? What was she talking about? And if you reported her as a runaway, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And that's exactly what she said. She could be in danger. So Annette, thank you, ma'am. Breakbeat Media, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, Chad, I want to know right now, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Or is it that this is beginning to look like Christmas for Naziah? Because I believe if to get the right people involved. Because as crooked as Detroit is, somebody that knows somebody know about that compound. And if they get the right people involved, they could tear that bitch down and save every young girl that's locked behind them walls. My God, look, y'all. Phew, let MOCA come and read some of what y'all got going on. Let me read some of what, because baby, y'all, Nene said that's so sad that some don't make it and others grow up to repeat the behavior. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Look at what incest done. Look at where incestual behavior has got us. NYC girl, this is some deep shit, boo. Some shit. Antoinette says the slave masters made us sleep with one another. This shit had to be passed down. Antoinette, this is some wicked shit. Very wicked. Rosemary, thank you, my love, for becoming a Nola Bell. Welcome to the family, boo. Tammy says back in the day, predators didn't go to jail. They were found unalived in ditches. And today they're protecting them. Today they're being protected. My God, my God, my God, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. How do you sacrifice your own children? How do you sacrifice your own blood? Ann says they were acting like Jarvis the Jerk was the only man in town, in the town of Detroit. Basically, everyone, of course. Of course. Jordan says, I can't tell y'all how past. Jordan, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ. This is a lot. And when I tell y'all these stories be hard, these stories be hard, y'all. These stories be hard. All I could see as I was doing this story, y'all was so invested in the two, making comparisons. Normally, when I come out to give my commentary, I'm going to jot down a little note here and a little note there. Y'all, I was so invested, I ain't wrote shit down. I didn't write nothing down because this shit was too real. Too real. Paula says all these people will have to answer to this bullshit on Judgment Day. Paula, some of them won't even make it to the Judgment Day. In my opinion, let me tell you like that. In my opinion, right? These people all need to be put on an island and you just do what you want with them. That's all I could see. Ocean Waves say most of these folks came from the South to get jobs in the factories. Ocean Waves, although that may be true, although what you're saying may be true, right? Ocean Waves, I'm in the South. I'm in the South. And the stories that I'm hearing coming out of Detroit, Michigan, Ocean Waves, those stories ain't circulating like that around here. And I'm being perfectly honest because I'm not going to go in your city and uproot shit if I got the same shit going on in mine. Hey, Passionately Fine, welcome, boo. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Paula said, sorry, anyone from Detroit, but I'm like, MOCA, I won't even stop there to pee at all. At all. Rock said, I was just saying yesterday that these sickos deliver them babies at home. And that's what she said, Rock. That child delivered that baby. No epidural, no Tylenol, no nothing. Nothing. So imagine the pain that that child endured at the age of 12. So the shit that Shannon and Annette did towards Naziah, that was learned behavior. And they got it from the church. Queen Spirit said this shit is literally making my stomach turn. This is pure evil. Of course it is. Of course it is. Right, Laurie? They made her feel she was crazy, Laurie. They made her feel like she was crazy. She's been in and out of hospitals, Laurie. People looking at her like she done lost her damn mind. Thank you, Jazzy. Jazzy said, I heard her tell a story. You're right. She loves her family. She loves her family. Oh, Lord Jesus. My baby, Drea, you never miss, girl. You never miss, Drea. Thank you for the cash out, my love. Right, Fee? A child's body is not equipped for that trauma, but they put her through it. And you know, Fee, although a child's body is not equipped for that trauma, I look at Tasia, she's a chosen one. She's a chosen one. God had a hedge of protection around Tasia at the age of 5. Tasia told stories. She said the mama's boyfriend wanted her to do fellatio and shit. She said the mama took her head and just pushed it in the man's ass. Tasia said she made all kind of faces. Then her mama had nerve to tell that nigga to go wash his ass because it was stink. What kind of mama? And today, that mama is still with him. Still with him. That bitch go suffer. Laurie says, I would never love those people if I was her. She needs to stop that love now, Laurie. And I think she will. I think she will, Laurie. Laurie, she went to the doctor growing up, talking about her family, and she's saying how much she loved children. She have nieces. She loved children. And her biggest fear is she would not be able to have children of her own. And upon going to a gyno and getting all the tests that she needed done, they revealed all the scar tissues that she had encountered, throughout the years. She went through it. They ripped her insides apart. Thank God. Thank God for the baby she did have. No matter how he came here, she could still say she has a child. So that's why she's out there. That's why she invested and didn't stop. And you want to talk about boots on the ground? She had boots on the ground for hers. It didn't matter the cost. It didn't matter. She invested so much money into finding her child after graduating TSU with her degree in hand. It's almost like she became homeless again. And after investing all her money into finding her child, she had to go back to Detroit. When she got back to Detroit, she had nowhere to go. So she had to go back to Pawpaw's house. Who's living in Pawpaw's house? Her sister. Her sister and her husband. They're raising a family in Pawpaw's house. Now, mind you, she also said Pawpaw had 2 houses. One of the houses Papa bought was for his other daughter. The daughter had nerves to tell her own mama, no, told her daddy, you need to make a choice. How the fuck you gonna tell your daddy to make a choice between you and your mama, you nasty bitch? So Papa looked at his wife and told her she had to get the fuck out. This is some sick shit. I pray for Tasia. I've been praying for Tasia since I found this story. Tasia's gonna get her daughter back. And this is gonna be worldwide news. They're gonna buzz this shit wide open. And again, like I said, and I'm gonna always say, when it busts it wide open, it's my prayer. It's a gut feeling that I have right now that Naziah is in that church. I believe that. Because why else at a time like this and all the troubles that Annette is facing? Why, chat? Why at a time like this would the preacher kick you out of church? Bitch, you need all the prayers you could get. So why would they kick you out of church with all that you're going through, Annette? Those people don't want you ringing their bell, Annette. Those people didn't want you bringing a posse behind you, Annette. Because right now, Annette, you're being watched heavily. And everywhere you move, those people know you're being watched. So they had to kick your ass out so they won't be revealed. Tell Kim Worthy, call me. I just broke a fucking case. I just broke her fucking case. Right, Nikki? Nikki says, Tasia is who Naziah was going to be. The cycle and generational breaker. Exactly, Nikki. Exactly. Exactly. Nene says to me, the worst part is not even the baby aspect, because it was more normal than not. It's something more sinister than that about this story. Nene is sick. Incestual like a motherfucker. It's sick. Right, Dr. J? Incest is a damn sick disease. It is. Paula says, I'm going to need Floyd Mayweather to invest in some social workers and therapists in a D. Of course, Paula. They need to put their fucking money where it matters. They need to put it where it matters. Laurie says if she still loved them, then she's still programmed. She has to stop the love. I know it sounds harsh. Laurie, I believe she's done. Laurie, I honestly believe she's done. I believe she's done. Paula says her family, new families love to hold on to dirty family secrets, and they had some fucking secrets. You hear me? Right, Rare fucking Sunshine? They always say they crazy when they tell their truth. Everybody that got a story to tell ain't fucking crazy. Rock says, what is going on in fucking Detroit? Too many people sleeping with their own children. It's a curse. It's a curse. Detroit has a black veil over it. All of this nasty shit keeps coming out. There has to be a veil over Detroit. At this point, and it may sound harsh, y'all remember how they tried, y'all remember how they set Compton afire? It's time for Detroit to go. Nothing good is coming out of Detroit. It's a curse, y'all. It's a curse. God damn it, I know Harriet Tubman said we going north, but god damn, who does this? And the cycle continues. And what gets me, and I think what stuck to me more than anything, and that's when I begin really digging and deep diving and putting one and one together, coming up with two and two and two together, coming up with four, when she said that private investigator told her her daughter is with two pedos. And one pedo is now in prison. Recently went to prison. My mind instantly went to Jarvis Butts. And after my mind left Jarvis Butts, it went to Annette. After it left Annette, it went to Shannon. And because my chat is such a wonderful and awesome chat, it was y'all that brought it back to me. No, MOCA, come back, come back, come back. The other pedo came. Somebody go get Annette. Tell Annette to bring her ass here. Shannon, hit the link, bitch. Let us know where the church is. Hey, D, welcome, sis. So, even Roxy, you hit the link, you bubble lip bitch. Where's the church? Y'all lie together. Y'all sleep together. Y'all do nasty shit together. So I'm pretty sure y'all fucked around at that church together. Where's the church? Where's the church? We want to know. Sassy says, Paula, Detroit needs to invest. It's fucked up that so much is happening to the babies, but so much into making it look better here instead of making it safer. They don't care about nobody but themselves. Red fucking Sunshine said they both gonna go to hell hand in hand. Hand in hand. And I'm looking at y'all with the old gods and the what the hell and what the fuck. Y'all should have saw me. Y'all should have saw me, y'all. I'm giving this story. My heart hurt. My heart hurts. Tell y'all, every night I come out here to give a story, I gotta go in prayer mode. This is unreal, unheard of. Right, Laurie? It's a cult through the church. It's a cult through the church. I wonder who is the pastor. Oh, baby. All kind of people will fall. I can't wait. This shit gotta stop. Ebony says when a child said they're being molested, 98% of the time, they're telling the truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Paula said the officials know about this. They have to be in on it. Paula, that's where my mind went. Paula, when I heard about this shit, Paula, as I started listening to her tell a story, and when she said what the investigator said, I said, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. A church is sitting in a whole goddamn city. And y'all don't know what goes on at that church? Yes, Queen Spirit. The story, look, the story's on my community wall. Her story. Anybody that wants to hear Tasia's story, it's on my community wall. Ray of Sunshine says, I'm not surprised it's a church. They hide behind them doors a lot. Oh, he go to church. Well, so does the devil. Ray of fucking Sunshine, say it. Say it. This shit is worse than Jim Jones. So Annette, you went to the church and drank the fucking Kool-Aid. You drank the Kool-Aid, Annette. And you done destroyed all of these lives. So Jarvis, King, Frank, y'all the three known pedos that I knew ran through Annette's house. Besides her husbands, the ones that's dead. Jarvis is locked up. King is locked up. So Frank, are you the man? Now I want to know, Frank, are you the man? Because Frank, you was the man, if I'm not mistaken. Frank, you were the man, if I'm not mistaken. That got a net, that ragged ass van after Nazaria so said disappeared. We gonna pull all them pedals out. You did, sis. You did, sis. Sis living life been telling us from day one. It's dangerous out there. She been telling us from day one, we don't really know what's going on. It's dangerous out there. And if you know, you know. I got another question. My discernment don't fool me, y'all. And everything that I do, everything that I say, come to y'all with the Holy Spirit in me first. That's the first thing that's in me before I do anything else. The Lady Teresa, y'all remember that night? The Lady Teresa? She had so much information to give me. So much. She reached out to me, MOCA. My brother could tell you this and my brother could tell you that. MOCA. Here's my phone number, MOCA. Call me. MOCA, and she sent the email, MOCA, block your number. We don't need to know your phone number, MOCA. Just block your number and we'll give you everything you need to know. I read Teresa's email over and over and over again. Teresa kept saying she had to be very careful. And I don't know what information Teresa wanted to give me. Who knows? Teresa may have known about the church, right? She may have known about the church. Hey, Miss Buell, welcome, baby. But let me tell y'all something. I work on discernment. I work on discernment. Could Teresa have been part of the church? Could she have been part of the church and wanted to tell her story? But my discernment said, MOCA, whatever Teresa knows, let her keep it. Whatever she knows, let her keep it. And the reason I chose to let Teresa keep whatever she knew, it was going to protect Teresa and it was going to protect me. And the reason I said it was going to protect Teresa, because I want y'all to know, I don't know what kind of information Teresa would have given me. But if Teresa would have given me some shit that was worthy of talking about, I couldn't hold Teresa's secret. I was going to come out here and talk my shit. Now, how would I have felt knowing that Teresa bought me some shit and I exposed Teresa on a platform? So, MOCA, Holy Spirit told you to save you and save Teresa. I couldn't. I couldn't. It's not that, whatever's meant for MOCA to know, whatever's meant for MOCA to have is going to come. But not at the cost of sacrificing somebody else, nor my goddamn self. We don't get down like that. We don't. Jordan want to know, what if Shannon and all of them is part of this cult? Jordan, I believe they are. I believe they are. So, guys, I think, and it's okay, Teresa, it's okay, baby, for you to come back in a chat. I don't want you to think that I'm just ignoring you or didn't want no part of none of that. But Teresa, my God told me, let it go. Let it go. Baby. I'm a real one. I'm covered. I'm protected. And my God ain't about to let me go walk in traffic with my eyes closed. Paula wants to know, wait, is that the church Annette loves? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Child, let me move down because I am so deep. Ann says if Jarvis is involved, Shannon and Annette is involved as well. They have no problem protecting Jarvis. Ann, say that. Say that. Wilma says Annette was probably one of the damn mothers of the church. Wilma, they tell me she was deep in that church. They tell me she was hot and heavy in the church. But now she's on a fucking run. And for all that we done uncovered tonight, now we know why Annette is on the run. Do y'all think All the years Annette been living on Bedford, whatever the damn name of the street. All the years Annette been, do y'all think Annette would just pack up and leave? Annette is trying to save Annette. That church ain't playing with Annette either. Twitch and say, Mocha, you on to something. Twitch. Girl, we all onto something. I'm bringing it to y'all, Twitch. I'm bringing it to y'all. But y'all onto something too. Patricia says if Nazaria is with them, she's probably not with her baby. I could believe that, Patricia. I could believe that because that's how they operate. This shit is beginning to remind me of Tyler Perry, Ruthless. Come on now. Paula want to know why all the freaks in church. Why? Rain says, I bet it's that church in that go to. Yep, Mocha, you're right. Rain, she don't go to that bitch no more. She don't go there no more. Jordan, I've been saying that for the longest. I don't give a damn how many stories Shannon come out here and tell. I don't care how many stories Shannon tell. That's Nazaya's baby. That's Nazaya's baby. Now let them come back and say Mocha's a liar. And until they can prove me wrong, I will always say that that's Nazaya's baby. Portia says, Mocha, what you're saying is definitely something to think about. Portia, girl, is deep. You remember when we first got on this story, I kept saying, y'all, this rabbit hole is deeper than a motherfucker. It's deep. But God ain't going to give you what he wants you to have until he wants you to have it. And Mocha, I'm a patient ass bitch. I'm going to wait. I waited. I didn't have to go digging. I didn't have to go searching. My passion, the love I have for the well-being of these children, God set it in my lap. There you go, Mocha. There you go, Mocha. Now, you do what I've blessed you to do. And that's for you to be a voice for the voiceless. You bring awareness to where I just showed you the possibility that that baby is. Take what I've given you, Mocha, and expose them for who they are. And remember, Mocha, I got your back. I got your back. I know how to be humble. I know how to listen. Jordan. Jordan says maybe that's why she has so many houses, y'all. Possibility, Jordan. Possibility, Jordan. Sassy says, actually, the church will be able to financially support and care for them both better than the other devils. Not sure if they're getting love, but now all this is beginning to make sense. All of this is beginning to make sense, Jordan. Jordan says, and this, ladies and gentlemen, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is why clothes was planted. To throw everything off. to throw everything off. It's all beginning to make sense. It's all beginning to make sense, y'all. So now we don't need to ask them anymore. Where's Naziah? They'll never tell us where she is. But right now they're all about 50 types of hot. Because MOCA just told the world where it's a possibility Naziah is. So whatever proof Kim Worthy coming out here screaming that she has to just say that Naziah is no longer here, bitch, you will have to show it to me. You gonna have to show it to me. Because I don't believe it. Don't believe it. Nikki said, yep, yes, ma'am. I remember she was telling on herself, girl. Telling on herself. Ann says, I wouldn't be surprised if Shannon was recruiting those girls at Naziah's school. Jarvis was there pretending to be Naziah's father. He was creeping, and anything is possible right now, baby. Anything is possible right now. And the more we talk about it, the more your 2 cents, Ann, the more Raquel 2 cents, Antoinette 2 cents, Rain 2 cents, Miss Bill 2 cents. Man, we keep adding these 2 cents up. We gonna be the rich bitches that broke the case. It's gonna be us. Nikki says the prosecution most likely told them not to speak on anything because they're both taking the witness stand to protect the integrity of the case. Ain't no more case. Integrity of a case. They lost their fucking integrity. They lost their integrity when they failed that child. That's when integrity for me went out the window with them. That's when integrity went out the window. Debbie, you with me? Debbie, you with me right now, baby? Debbie said, my God, Debbie, you with me? I've been calling on him ever since I heard Tasia's story. Hey, Lachelle. Lachelle said, Lord, I caught you live. Hey, my baby, I miss you, but I always watch you live, and it's another 30. Girl. Right now, Lachelle, I can't get off into that. I can only do one at a time. Cool Girl Sister says, MOCA, you're making sense now. Thank you, Cool Girl Sister. Thank you. Paula says they can't tell on the church because law enforcement and city officials are in on it. Hello. Thank you all. Thank you all for reassuring me that I'm not crazy. This is y'all. Nene says just because they're in a church don't make them above any American laws. We seen that bishop and all them Amish motherfuckers involved in incest went to jail. Or am I missing something? You ain't missing nothing, sis. Nothing. Valerie, that part. Valerie, you see what you just said? Cussing with prayer in the morning, hypocrites. Valerie. The way she had him in that circle, Valerie. Valerie, that was cult mentality. She learned that behavior at the church. She learned that behavior at the church. Tammy sounds just like Jim Jones, boo. Tammy said it sounds like that Waco, Texas coat, just like Jim Jones. NYC girl said this shit is so deep, MOCA. They need to send SWAT teams from other states out there. They need to disband that motherfucker. That's what they need to do. That's what they need to do. Patricia, I'm glad you said that, Patricia. Patricia, I'm glad you said that, mama. Patricia says the family still says she's alive. God damn it, MOCA. Look what the fuck you done done. The family says she's alive. And the Holy Ghost just sent you to the church, MOCA. Ah. I never really wanted to run with the notion that she wasn't alive. Because nothing was ever presented or brought to the forefront that showed she was not alive. So MOCA stuck on what she believed. And I gave commentary on what I saw. So we're going to continue to pray. We're going to continue to trust and believe that this baby. Hey, artists, welcome to the chat, my loving. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships, beautiful. We're going to trust and believe, Patricia. Where 2 or more are gathered, we're going to trust and believe this baby is still alive. Paula says, baby, I'm going to need something strong to drink tonight. That was a mouthful, MOCA. That was a mouthful, MOCA. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. That's all we could say. Novi says, absolutely not crazy. I told you, you have an insight, Novi. You told me that. Your very first day in my chat, Novi, you told me that. And I thank you for that. My sister said MOCA is called a secret society. My sister been keeping me on point. My sister been keeping me on point. No fucks given said. Every reader said she was somewhere by a church. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. In the beginning, when I first started doing commentary, I would follow reigns of power. And I was involved in the things she was saying, and no disrespect to Rain whatsoever. And if I give this real, I won't disrespect that either. But I had to back up. And the reason I had to back up because my spirit would not accept. My spirit will not accept hearing her say that that baby was dismembered. I couldn't. It just didn't feel right to my soul. So I had to back up. NYC girl says FBI needs to clean out Detroit. Mm-hmm. 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 Cool girl sister said, MOCA, this could bust the case wide open. They need to check out that church. So this shit is a lie. It's a lie. Sassy said, so if Shannon didn't take her out, Annette gets to play hero saying she put pressure and desire up in a church away from the sicko. Oh no. Because Annette didn't put her there. Annette can't take. Annette ain't getting no pass for this one. Nene said Master was the one sleeping with the black women. He beat the shit out of her husband and made him watch. He said, oh, you talking about that grandpa? Oh Lord. Yeah, that grandpa ain't shit. Drea said, MOCA cook. I'ma clean the kitchen. All right, sister. Told y'all this week I was supposed to be simmering. I was supposed to be saving my throat. Niecy, I got Niecy said, how could anyone in their right mind feel like this is normal for any family? It's downright sick to brag about having kids by Chester. They do it so naturally. So naturally. Debbie says God don't like ugly. The wrath of God will surely, surely, surely expose the evil and the truth. And Debbie, he will. And he will. Kathy says Detroit needs some help. Prayers, exorcism, some of everything. Kathy, and they do. Kathy, and they do, boo. Red, that was my thought. That was my thought, Red. Red says, just imagine how many Messiahs are in that church. Sunday Mac, I don't have a name for the church. But Sunday Mac, as soon as I get one, y'all go get it first. You already know this. Sassy says, Patricia, that's the only way. The only way Annette go save herself is if that baby's at that church. Gail says, Jarvis was creating his own compound, baby. Baby. With the pimp as a pastor. Shit. Whoo, Lord. No Bugs Given says that story, her mind went straight to Annette and them. Girl, you should have seen me. I was up all night. You hear me? All night. Rain says, I wonder who's the leader of this cult. I bet it's that man Jarvis worked for. Rain, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Rain, I said it was Frank. And look at what you just said. Rain, I said it was Frank. And look at what you said, Rain. Lord. Jarvis was not smart enough to run a cult. Jarvis was not smart enough to run a cult. Jarvis was the nasty bastard that gathered all the little children and brought them to the candy store. That's the role Jarvis played. It's the role he played. Why do y'all think he had Naziah befriending little girls? Why? Hey, Cousin Willie. So, no. Jarvis ain't that smart. Wilma said it's too many people involved. The Fed's going to have to take this one. Somebody. Cool Girl Sister says, MOCA, because that's how they were brought up. They wasn't raised. They were all in it together, even the church, for what part they played. Whew. Niecy says Shannon is angry because of her mom. Her mama damaged her, not Naziah, not the pregnancy. I believe Shannon's in a world of hatred and jealousy and led to her ending Naziah. Back, Sassy. Annette is the head of all of this. And she thought by taking it to the church, like the world would never know what type of church she was dealing with. And y'all remember, I came on my platform one night. I wonder if that's the pastor. We go back this shit up. Hold up, MOCA, back it up. Rewind this shit since you having this conversation. You guys remember, I told y'all I read a post where Shannon was calling this man daddy. I really thought it was her daddy. And as I was doing commentary on him, I said, I'm going to reach out to this motherfucker. He will tell me what he know. You all remember me coming back and telling you all. I reached out to the man. The man is a pastor of a church. He was on Facebook calling Shannon daughter, and Shannon was calling him daddy. So I wonder if that's the church. So now MOCA's going to have to go back in her arsenal. MOCA's going to have to go back and dig in her arsenal and pull out the pastor's name. I'm going to have to get the pastor's name. Jordan says this could be a reason Jarvis had all them kids too. Jordan, get out of MOCA's head. Get out of MOCA's head. Because Jordan, I was up till 3 o'clock this morning, Jordan, with this shit on my brain. I had already said, before discovering the church, hey, Auntie Loretta, Jordan, before discovering the church, I said, Jarvis was making all those babies to groom them to work for him. And look what the fuck you say. Honey, child. This shit is abnormal. Abnormal. Debbie says, I'm crying a river of tears for all these babies under their influence. Can you imagine what they're going through? I can only imagine. Nene says, MOCA, MOCA. The hope that the little girl to be still alive is music to my ears. Sad to pray for the better of two evil narrative. Nene, pray, pray. No Thanksgiving said facts. We don't play that shit in NOLA. Now everything else maybe, but not babies. Damn sure don't. Damn sure don't. You know, we're labeled as being a lot of things here, but we're genuine. We're caring. Same way you get me here on this platform is how you're going to get my neighbor next door. Because that's who we are as a people. You can't take care of your baby. Go knock on somebody's door. Ain't nobody reporting your ass. They're going to take your baby until you can do better. That's who we are. Paula says, why isn't Detroit on the FBI watch list? Paula, because ain't shit being reported. Ain't shit being reported. Detroit feels like that they could take care of everything in-house. They don't want to bring in no outside entities. They feel like they could handle their own shit. That's why we're having the conversations we're having today. Detroit ain't shit. Sassy said, bomb for behind in the chat. Sassy says, Paula, don't be sorry. I stopped telling people where I was born and raised. I know it happens all over, but Detroit is fucked up. Boo, fucked up, fucked up. I don't mean to overlook some of y'all stuff, but shit, I'm way behind here, and I said I was staying 2 hours, no more. No more. Rain says, I wonder what happened to Nazaya's first baby. That's a mystery. We gonna get sooner or later. We're gonna get there. Jennifer said, I'm really enjoying the way you have passion and caring nature about how you get into these cases. Jennifer, sister. I've always had a love for children. Always. And I guess that's why I taught school for as long as I did, until I decided to retire. Children are innocent. Children are gifts from God. And when you go against God, your blessings are going to forever be short. So I protect the children because they can't protect themselves. Sunday Mac says, if anyone finds out the name of the church, please reach out to New Era Detroit and ask for Zeke. He will get something done about this. Oh, Sunday Mac, tell Zeke from New Era to reach out to MOCA. And we could get down to this. Nisi says, MOCA, I want to say big ups to you, the mods, and the chat for keeping Nazaya's name ringing. Your spirit is uplifting, and MOCA, love the kids. Much love. I do, Nisi, and thank you, my love. Thank you. Nene says, oh, we're talking about Tasia. She said, sadly, her daughter was adopted by a group of petty. Right, Nene? Exactly, Lori. Naziah would have grown up and told the same story. Same story. Sassy says not to be funny or rude, but the only church I can see being a part of this here will be a Catholic church, unless it's a family church of Annette's. Usually, Sassy, honestly, usually when shit like this happen, they're non-denominational. They're non-denominational, and they pick up stragglers here and there. They pick up non-believers. So it's not a certain denomination that, you know, that's a part of a cult. Again, like I said, Jarvis got a story to tell, and this might be it. Fifi said cults like this are all over the world, unfortunately. Doing evil using the name of God. Exactly, Fifi. Exactly. Getting all that non-profit money and doing the devil's work. Anne says this just makes no sense. These masters hurting innocent children to fulfill their sick fetishes, to where the child ends up unalived. And girl, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. Y'all, these stories are deep. They're deep. They're truly deep. Paula said, bitch told a man to go take a shower so he could have a child. Lord, my blood is boiling so bad, Paula. When I heard Paula, when she said that, Tasia had tears in her eyes. Because who would imagine their mom to do some shit like that? Jesus. This some sick shit. That's all I know. Gloria says Detroit has the largest group of the Church of Satan than across the country. Google Gloria. Gloria. My girl, if you never said nothing before, you said it all just now. And that's factual. Every corner you turn, there's a church in Detroit. All of these musicians popping up out of Detroit. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Chenier, hey, baby. Hi, Juanita. Welcome to the chat. No Thanksgiving. That's why they kicked their ass out. Hey, Mary, welcome, baby. Right, no Thanksgiving. She bringing too much heat and attention. They kicked their ass clean out the church. That's why she's on a run. NYC girl says, MOCA, you're top tier, boo. I believe you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Hell yeah, terrific. They kicked that ass out. Kicked her out. Tammy said it's going to get to where the public will go after as all involved, after all that's involved, because the officials paid to protect us have decided not to. And when it happens, they best watch out, baby. But I wish, although we're bringing these stories, right? This is what I hope for. I hope the public leaves it alone. Because whatever has to happen, whether it's good, bad, right, wrong, or the lack of, God is going to work it out. God is going to work it out. Believe that. Niecy said, much love, Mocha. You've been on their necks like bees on honey. Thank you, my love. That's it right there, Rock. The church got rid of the bitch because they didn't want her to blow their spot. That's why they kicked the net out of the church. And when they kicked a net out of the church, when they kicked a net out of the church, Annette broke ties with her own daughter. Shannon could no longer live with Annette. That's why Shannon was laying on Marquita's floor in that deflated air mattress. When they kicked Annette out of the church, she didn't want to have shit to do with Shannon. When Shannon could no longer live with Marquita, Shannon was sleeping in her car. When Annette felt like she was too much heat was coming on her, Annette packed up that little raggedy van, and Annette then left Detroit. And now Annette is hiding somewhere with Eric Gamble. Ocean Waves, we don't know the name of the church. Nobody knows the name of the church. MOCA is not going to sit up here and make y'all believe she knows, because I don't know. And honestly, right now, I don't care. I'm just glad she got kicked out. Because had she not gotten kicked out, we wouldn't know as much as we know. Sheenie still says, I just love me some MOCA. Keep it 100. Thank you, boo. Debbie says it's diabolical because it's under Satan's authority. This is not of this world. This is some ancient wicked curse type shit. Debbie. And that's the energy they're in. That's the energy they're in, Debbie. They are in that energy of being wrapped up in Satan. Being wrapped up in Satan, they don't see what's right. They see, hear, and know nothing. Ann says Annette don't want to snitch on Jarvis. It will come out she was sleeping with him too, along with her two wicked twin demon daughters. Annette may not want to snitch on Jarvis, but let me tell you what's going to really happen. Now, I done barred y'all this bullshit tonight. I done dropped some jewels on y'all tonight, right? Follow me just a little while longer. Annette don't want to tell on Jarvis because she don't want certain things to come out on her. I get all of that. But Annette can't control the narrative when Jarvis starts to speaking. With Jarvis facing all that he is, everything that Jarvis knows, Jarvis is going to tell. He's definitely going to tell. It may not be me. It may not be me to come back and tell y'all about the compound. Jarvis is going to tell. Hey, Amma says the D need a spiritual clearing. Of course, girl, of course. Of course. Jordan says my bestie is from there. It just hit me. On everything, he left his family and came to Ohio. And the reason was his family was in a cult. Hmm. Ain't this some shit? Jordan said, I'm texting him now because I got questions. See what I'm saying? Debbie says, stay far away from Detroit because that spirit might hitchhike home with you. Damn. Damn. Juanita says, Mocha, their sickness is their normal. The whole family needs help, but they're so worried about money, they refuse to see it. Juanita, that part. That part. But money ain't gonna do them hoes no good. Money ain't gonna do them hoes no good where they going. And right now, my thing is, listen, y'all, so much shit coming to my mind right now. And I could go on and on and on and on and on. And I want to go on and on and on and on. I really do. I really do. I want to go on and on and on. Tonight, I just can't. I can't. So much I want to say. So much more to be said. So much more to be said. And y'all know I'm moving down in the chat, running through comments, because I won't be able to get a chance to read them all. Because y'all know when I do these stories, I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my peace. I have to protect my mental. So I realized I could only do so much and no more of them in a night. But y'all do know that the majority of men that go to prison and come out of prison, they assume the role of a jailhouse preacher. Is it possible that Eric Gamble is part of that church as well? Mm. Mm. But guys, what we're gonna do, and y'all charge it to my head and not my heart. Charge it to my head and not my heart. If I didn't get to your comment tonight. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go out of here and we're gonna revisit this tomorrow. And we're gonna pick up where we left off. And I pray God's blessings over everybody in here tonight. Debbie, and that's where we're going to pick up tomorrow. That pastor that wrote the letter to the judge on Eric Gamble's behalf. That's where we're going to pick up tomorrow. Because we have to do this in segments, guys. I refuse to do another 4-hour live on stuff like this. I refuse. But tomorrow, we're going to pick it up. I pray God's blessings on each and every one of you. Cleanse your spirit. Because me, I'm going to take a cleansing bath. We just have to keep praying. Love you too, Queen Spirit. I love each and every one of you all. And my prayer warriors, they're here. They know. They know. I love you guys. God bless you. I want to say a special thank you to all of my new subscribers tonight. I'm truly grateful. I'm forever blessed. Thank you guys for the super chats and the super stickers. And thank you guys for gifting memberships. I love you all for that. And it makes me feel good to know that I have the love and the support of each and every one of you. Thank you, ladies, for the Cash App. I'm truly blessed. And on that note, right, Ocean Wave, you have to do a sage, baby. You have to do a nice cleanse when we finish with these stories. I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say good night. I love you guys. And we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, doing the same thing.
Stepping in the spot, confidence on display. Elegance and motion, we move our way. No time for games, we've outgrown the chase. In this grown and sexy space, we set the pace. Eyes meet, the vibe is right. Conversations deep into the night. Sipping on wisdom, age like wine. In this moment, everything aligns. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. Dressed to impress, but it's more than the clothes. The aura we exude, the life we chose. Sophistication in every glance. In this dance of life we enhance. Laughter echoes, stories unfold. Sharing secrets, being bold. In this circle, trust is key. A sanctuary for you and me. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. Refined, lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. Oh, 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 oh. We've been through the fire, emerged refined. Lessons learned now intertwined. In this ambiance we find our peace, a grown and sexy masterpiece. Grown and sexy, feel the groove. Mature rhythms make us move. No drama here, just pure delight. Living for the moment, owning the night. As the night fades, memories remain of the time where joy and wisdom reign. Until we meet again in this space, grown and sexy, full of grace.
Good night, everybody. I love you all. We'll see you all another time. Stay in God's word. Shower yourself with love and blessings. Tomorrow, same time, same place.